Coming up on the Sports Desk, National Signing Day came and went. Find out which athletes right here in Torrance signed their letters of intent to play at the next level. Meanwhile, the boys at Bishop have been on fire. Could they keep it going against league rival Cathedral? Plus, the West Warriors and North Saxons girls basketball teams are neck and neck for Pioneer League bragging rights. Find out who came on top in a duel of two Pioneer League powerhouses. And of course, we're going to get you all caught up on scores, highlights, and updates on Torrance's prep sports scene. The Sports Desk starts right now. How's it going, Torrance? Always good to see you. Welcome to a new week on the Sports Desk. I'm your host, Juan Hernandez. Oh, the madness of National Signing Day. Athletes from all over the country signed their letters of intent to play their respective sports at the next level. Two Torrance Tartars girls soccer players were in on the exciting day, and reporter Kiana Martin has that story for you.
It's signing day here at Torrance High School, where many South Bay prep athletes will be signing their letters of intent, not only to compete academically, but also athletically at a nationally known collegiate institution.
Please sign your letters to make it official.
Across the nation, student athletes are standing amongst their friends, family, peers, and their communities, signing their letters of intent, taking their athletic talents to the college playing field. And here at Torrance High, we're celebrating two of those students, Annika Rodriguez and Haley Noble. Annika Rodriguez is a women's soccer standout who is officially committed to UCLA. She's a four-year starter who has also played for the USA Youth National Team, and amongst all, remains to keep a 3.5 GPA while doing so.
You know, on my very first visit there, I just walked on the campus, I completely fell in love, and they have a really family-oriented team and stuff, and they welcomed me in there on my first visit, and it's really close to home, so that was also another reason.
Like many high school seniors, figuring out what college to attend may not be the easiest decision, but for Rodriguez, it just felt right.
I got a lot of offers from a lot of prestige schools, a lot of really great soccer schools, but in the end, UCLA was my fit.
I'm really proud of her, and I'm really excited for everything that she's accomplished. I know she's excited too, and I can't even imagine what she's feeling right now. And I know my whole family is really proud of her, and we can't wait to see all the big things she's going to do at UCLA.
Similar to Annika, 4.0 and four-year starter Haley Noble realized her decision early, choosing Mercy College in New York.
I think their soccer program was really good. They took first place in their league, and then they went on to the NCAA tournament. They did lose early, but the coach, he still got Coach of the Year for Division II, which is really good. I know I'm going to get a lot of experience, and I'm going to become a better player, and I'm really excited for what I'm going to learn there.
Now, both student athletes are known to dominate on the soccer field, but their academic excellence is definitely a record worth noting.
I got into the Business Honors Program, which only has 50 students. It's one of the best programs I possibly could have gone into to major in finance, and I really think that going to the school and the soccer program, it was the best opportunity that I got.
We are so proud of her. She's worked so hard. She's been playing soccer since she was 4. Her academics are just through the roof, and we're so happy that she got into this school and gets to play soccer and go to a wonderful business college. So we're very happy.
I'm really proud of both of these girls. They're both just quality players and quality individuals, complete all the way around.
Heading off to college for these upcoming grads means newer experiences and bigger opportunities, but also means leaving behind some of the best years and teammates of your life.
Definitely my team. You know, we've become a family this season, so having to leave them is going to be really hard for me because they've become my sisters. And, you know, just like leaving such a really well-rounded community that has supported me throughout everything.
Yeah, I've known these girls. They're my sisters, they're my family, so it's of course going to be hard to leave them. Same with the school. My sister went there, my parents went there. Torrance High is a big part of my life. It always has been, so I'll be a Tartar forever, so it's okay.
With a few more games left in their season, these Lady Tartars will soon be leaving their legacies behind and creating new ones in their new collegiate careers. From the Sports Desk, I'm Kiana Martin.
Thank you for that, Kiana. Annika and Haley weren't the only two athletes in Torrance to sign their letters of intent Tessa Allen and Natalie D'Angelo from Bishop Montgomery will be taking their soccer talents to the next level. Allen is heading to Carnegie Mellon, while Natalie D'Angelo will stay closer to home at Cal Poly Pomona. Another Bishop Montgomery Knight athlete taking her game to the NCAA rankings. Senior Samantha Eubanks will be heading to Concordia University in Ann Arbor in the fall. And for the boys soccer, Zach McGraw is heading to West Point, and teammate Mason Shortland will be suiting up for Dominguez Hills next year. We all get it. The glamour of National Signing Day is a pretty big deal. The cameras, the lights, it's a huge day for some of the nation's most prized athletes. But according to Houston Texans defensive end J.J. Watt, he expressed a different perspective on the hype of National Signing Day via Twitter. He said, "It's our annual reminder that it's not all about how many stars you have or how many cameras show up at your signing day. It's all what you do next." Watt has a point. I mean, the guy was a 2-star recruit coming out of high school, and now look where he is, best defensive player in the NFL. To put things in perspective, in Super Bowl 49, not one starter on either team was a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. This according to CBSSports.com. Seattle's starting lineup had an average rating of 2.4, while the Patriots were even lower at 2.3 stars. This according to 247sports.com. Pretty incredible when you think about it. So it's just a lesson that you don't need to be a 5-star recruit to make an impact in your sport. All right, time for a break. When we come back, we will take you to the hardwood where the basketball season is winding down. Find out which teams are still on the hunt to capture a league title.
Thanks for coming in for the interview.
Oh, yeah, of course.
All right, we got your personal references, your resume, high school diploma or equivalent.
Skip the drama. Get your diploma.
Yes, it's right there.
Great.
Take that first step towards a better future. Find free adult education classes at finishyourdiploma.org.
Mom.
In your new role, we help you help. Visit aarp.org/caregiving for information on how to provide even better care for the person who once took care of you.
Hey there, welcome back. The boys at Bishop have been demolishing teams left and right. Stephen Thompson Jr. is a top candidate for the Los Angeles Times SoCal Basketball MVP Award. The Knights have only lost once this season, and that was back in December. Bishop facing some tough competition now in League Foe Cathedral. So to Bishop Montgomery we go. And there's STJ right there, getting ready for another big night. First quarter, Steven to his brother Ethan for the bucket. Bishop takes an early lead. Just a few plays later, the younger Thompson going hard to the rim. Count it, Ethan just getting heated up. Second quarter now, Jordan Shackle from 3, yes. The Knights go up by 8 early, late in the second. Cathedral's Kobe Paris going to pick this off. He finishes with a two-handed jam. Coach Mitchell not happy about it, but Bishop's still up at the half. Third quarter now. Little bro Ethan, he's making things happen on defense. And Bishop still up in the second half. Later in the third, the Knights down 2. STJ drives for the easy lay-in, and we're tied at 50 at the end of the third. Fourth quarter now, Thompson Jr., he's getting it going. Later in the fourth, Bishop clinging to a 2-point lead. Ethan with the steal, to his brother for the slam. The fans go crazy. Bishop goes on to win 76-69. Solid collective effort for the Knights. STJ getting it done late and also getting some help from his buddies. That's Bishop's second straight win over Cathedral, taking the season sweep. Bishop also taking down Cantwell-Sacred Heart for their 17th consecutive win. The Knights clinched their third straight Del Rey League title with that one, the 16th under head coach Doug Mitchell. Bishop improves to 25-1 overall and a perfect 7-0 in the Del Rey League. Now let's head to South as the Spartans will try to snap a 2-game losing streak over Pioneer League leaders Leuzinger, and this one would come down to the wire. South big man Michael Yost hit the game winner in the final seconds to knock off Leuzinger 54-52. The win puts South just one game behind Leuzinger for the Pioneer League crown. Yost finishes up with 12 points and 8 rebounds, while Elijah Ramos adds 11 points in the victory. The Spartans split the season series with the Olympians after a 74-49 blowout loss way back in January. Meanwhile, West and North meeting up for the second time this season. The Saxons beat the Warriors in their first meeting of the year. Now let's see if it would be second time's a charm. For West, let's head over to North. Warriors out to avenge that 58-54 loss to North back in January. Early in the game, Aaron Ogata from 3, North up early. Later in the first now, Kent Hirano swatted by North's Eric Baker. The Saxons up 16-13 at the end of the first. Second quarter, Ogata can't control the long pass. And Stefari says, "You can come back now." Flashback reminiscent of Bo Jackson right through the tunnel. Why stop? North still up. Later in the second, Craig Murayama with the easy lay-in. Late second now, Jerry Ipp takes all the way for the bucket. The Saxons up by 6 at the half. All the way to the fourth quarter now, Aaron Ogata with the steal. He's going to take it all the way. North puts up 24 in the fourth, and they down West 72-65. Craig Murayama leads the way for West with 18 points and 3 rebounds, and Christian Jackson adds 14 points in that loss. North keeps the good vibes rolling and wins their third straight, taking down rival Torrance 63-54. The Saxons are averaging about 66 points per game now during their win streak. Meanwhile, for the Torrance Tartars, it has been a completely different story. Torrance loses their second straight game. They split the season series with the Saxons after beating them earlier this year. North still hanging on in the race for Pioneer League supremacy, while the Tartars are just about done. Meanwhile, over on the girls' side, the West Warriors and the North Saxons have been two of the top teams in the Pioneer League this season. The Saxons beat West in their first meeting of the year. Would redemption be on the horizon for the Warriors? Back to North, we're going to go one more time. Last time West lost a game back on January 16th against the North Saxons. First quarter here, McKenna Inamoto pulls up for 2, North with an early lead. Same quarter now, Kayla Sato dishes to Jasmine Jones for the bucket. Jones just heating up. Later in the first now, Brittany McPherson, loose ball, and she gets laid out. She's a Warrior though. She would be okay, and the Warriors up by 2 at the end of the first. Second quarter, Jasmine Jones taking it to the rim again. She would have 11 points on the night. Still in the first half, Kylie Oshiro for 3. We're all tied up at 22 at the half. Kayla Sato here for West with the scoop. Sato would have 6 points in this one. And here in the third, Brittany McPherson hits the 3. The crowd, they're kind of digging it. The Saxons up by 2 at the end of the third. Fourth quarter, Daylene Ta'auli with the easy bank shot. North takes down West 48-40. North sweeps the season series against the Warriors. The Saxons outscored the Warriors 103-90 in 2 meetings this season. For West, Jasmine Jones has 11 points and 8 rebounds in the loss. After that tough loss to North, the Warriors would get back in the win column. West with a big time win over Centennial. The Warriors defense on point, holding Centennial to just 10 points in the first half. Dakota Jones leads the way for West with 16 points and 6 rebounds. The North Saxons still in the driver's seat after downing rival Torrance 68-32. In their next game, the Saxons would fall to Fairfax 54-48. The loss snaps the Saxons' 8-game win streak. It's their first loss since January 8th when they lost to the top-ranked team in the nation, Mater Dei. South took their third straight game. The Spartans down Leuzinger for the second time this season, sweeping the season series. The Spartans still up there in the race for the Pioneer League title with fellow Torrance schools West and North. When we come back, we will take you to the pitch where the Bishop Montgomery boys soccer team looks to finish off their final game of the regular season on a high note.
This This new dad is picturing a tree house in the sky, but he's ignoring the instructions. Good luck, big guy. His kids know that he's building without a clue. Never been so good with nails and glue. Now we're trapped inside a box. I hope mom knows what to do. Mom! See, you don't have to be perfect to be the perfect parent.
Thousands of siblings in foster care will take you just as you are.
Hi, I'm Josephine Pereira of the Kennedy Space Center. Let's go inside KSC. Turn your phone or tablet into a virtual time portal with a new NASA app that'll put you on the launch pad with the Space Launch System rocket looming over you. The app, called NASA 3DV, was managed out of KSC and highlights our Ground Systems Development and Operations program. The first actual combined flight, SLS and Orion, won't happen till 2018. But why wait? See how it'll look by downloading this app on iTunes right now. And Kennedy Space Center Director Bob Cabana is the recipient of this year's National Space Trophy. The award is presented annually by the Rotary National Space Foundation for major contributions to our nation's space program. And remember, Spaceport Magazine digs deeper inside KSC.
Welcome back. The West Warriors went from the tough Bay League to the Pioneer League this season. Seems like that switch wasn't that much to handle, as the Warriors soccer squad would clinch the Pioneer League crown with a win over Centennial. Guy Vanderbeek, Brian Burrell, and Mason Shortland all find the back of the net in a 4-1 victory. Not a bad way to start their inaugural season in a new league, clinching their first ever Pioneer crown. Meanwhile, down at South, the Spartans would battle it out against Leuzinger, and this one would need extra time. Dylan Tukey's goal in the extra period would seal the W for South. Tommy Milroy and Alan Bramian each with a goal in the victory, as the Spartans bring out their brooms and sweep the season series against Leuzinger. Torrance took down the North Saxons 1-0. Marcos Ambries has the lone goal of the game as the Tartars snap a 4-game losing streak. Meanwhile, the North Saxons struggles this season. Well, they continue. The boys at Bishop looking to get back in the win column after a tough loss to Delray League rivals Cathedral. The Knights haven't beaten the Lancers since January of last year. Bishop would score the first 2 goals of the game, but the Lancers would claw their way back, scoring 4 unanswered to down the Knights 4-2. Bishop drops their final game of the regular season, falling to 6-10-3 overall and 2-6 in league play. Meanwhile, for the Bishop girls, well, they got back on track, edging LaSalle 3-2. It's the Knights' second straight win and their second win against the Lancers this season. Meanwhile, over at West High, Jessica Murphy and the rest of the Warriors, they haven't lost since January 7th, which was against Redondo Union. That was over a month ago now. So you could say that being in a new league hasn't been an issue for the Warriors so far. West must have had their pre-workout before this one. They put up 10 goals against the Apache. West's win over Centennial becomes their biggest margin of victory so far this season. Torrance still trying to keep pace with West for the Pioneer League crown. They absolutely demolish North 4-0. Annika Rodriguez, Haley Noble, Alicia Sloss, and Magda Ronsky all getting in on the scoring party, while the North Saxons get shut out for the second straight time. South wins their second straight. They outscore Leuzinger 11-1 in the season series. The Spartans still trailing Torrance and West for top dog in the Pioneer League. All right, everybody, that wraps up all of your prep sports news from the pitch. Stay right where you are. We will get you all caught up on everything JUCO when we come back.
Huntington!
Every proper bear knows that the right fit means everything. Especially when it comes to car seats.
Oh, really? I just did what any bear would do.
So know for sure that your child is in the right car seat for their age and size.
I like it.
To learn more, visit safercar.gov/the-right seat.
Oh, hello there.
Oh, where's that bear?
Think you found every hazard out here today? Think again. The spot you missed could be a killer. That spot on your skin could be skin cancer. Fact is, if you're a man over 50, you're in a group most likely to develop skin cancer, including melanoma, the kind that kills one person every hour. 1 in 5 Americans is likely to develop a form of skin cancer during their lifetime. That's why your best shot is to check for a spot. It's easy. Follow through and check your skin. It could be the save of a lifetime. Go to spotskincancer.org to find out how. A message from the American Academy of Dermatology.
Hey there, everybody. Welcome back. In other prep news, the girls and boys wrestling teams at West both qualifying for the CIF championships. Great achievements for both squads, but the results, not so much. The West girls competing in the CIF championships for the first time ever, and they take 17th place overall out of 40 teams. Not bad for their first trip to the CIF tournament. For the boys, West couldn't execute in the first round against John Glenn. Amir Linagian, Samir Jan, Nathan Littman, Nathan Lowe, and Nathan Lima, each with pinfall victories in the loss. Meanwhile, over in the JUCO sports scene, it's been a tough season so far for the Elko men's basketball squad. They were losers of 4 straight and would look to straighten their season out against conference opponents Los Angeles Southwest College. Elko was up by 19 at the half. They wouldn't look back. Emmanuel Pope drops 22 and Derek Twiggs adds 21 as 4 Warriors hit double digits in scoring. Elko improves to 3-2 in conference play. Just like the men, the Lady Warriors having their struggles as of late. They would snap their 4-game non-conference losing streak against LA Southwest. Former West Warrior Chantaline Trudeau leading the Lady Warriors with 18 points, while Alex Delick adds a double-double. No fries and a Coke. Elko went 0 for 13 from three-point land in that win. Now staying on the hardwood, except this time with a net and a different ball, the men's volleyball team picks up their 3rd straight win against Golden West College. Freshman Cesar Medina and former South Spartan Peter Nordell, each with 10 kills in the 3-1 victory. The Warriors starting off the season hot, a perfect 3-0. Elko baseball drops their first home game of 2015 to Southwestern College, but they would get back in the win column against LA Mission. Freshman Darian Sylvester went yard for the first time this season. Joey Notch with the game-winning run scoring on a wild pitch. Former North Saxon Dalton Erb holding it down on the bump, picking up his first win of the season. The game was called in the 5th due to rain. Elko softball started off their season red hot with 4 straight wins, but all good things, sometimes they come to an end. The Lady Warriors lost their first game of the season to Cypress College, 3-2, and then to Grossmont College, 8-4. Back-to-back losses and bats that were just non-existent. However, the bats would be rejuvenated in their second game of the day as Elko crushes College of the Desert, 8-0. 4 girls with at least 2 hits for the Warriors in this one. All right, everybody, that's going to close the books on another week here on the Sports Desk. As always, we're available on Facebook. That's facebook.com/thesportsdesktv. Or if you'd like to email the show with any story ideas, it's torranceca.gov. Also, feel free to hit us up on Twitter with pics, video, or anything sports related right here in the South Bay. That's at Hey It's Wano for yours truly, at Collin Kushner for our producer Collin Kushner, and officially KD for Kiana Martin, our reporter. Use the hashtag #TheSportsDesk. All right, like I said, that wraps up another week. We will see you next time.